Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yanni for those of you who do not already know me. And today I have some pretty exciting news I am going to be officially sharing on social media. Pierre and I are expecting a child in September. Ooh, I know, it's so exciting. I thought about doing confetti because I still do not know how to edit. And y'all are just, hopefully and thankfully gonna, be not caring and loving all of the bloopers that you get to see firsthand. Because eventually I'm gonna smooth it out. But as for now, this is our baby. Little head, little hand, little arm. For those of you that don't speak sonogram, I am officially 27 weeks and we have 13 weeks to go. Yes, my husband is unfortunately not in this video with me, but he is with me in spirit and fully supports everything that I do. So the reason he is not here is because he works a lot and he's a very hard worker. He's just bossing, doing a bunch of work and getting that money in. So very grateful for him and always applauds. It stinks, but if it weren't for him, then I wouldn't be able to be getting back into school or even be able to be, as hands-on of a mama full-time as I want to be. So very grateful. I just wanted to lift him up a little bit because he definitely makes a lot of sacrifices for us and it goes completely unnoticed. So I also look down a lot because I have a scatterbrain and sometimes I talk too long on things I didn't even plan on talking about, and sometimes I don't talk enough or at all about the things that I did plan to talk about. So, handy dandy notebook. Yes. So, yay us. We've got a lot going on, obviously. The next part that I really, really wanted to share with everybody here is that we get to have a home water birth. See, dyslexia. Anyway, we're very excited, and especially to be, sharing this with you guys. This is a really big deal. Really quick recap though. So, for anyone that does know me, I was working on my copywriting business and blogging, and with searching for a midwife and the emotional investment and toll that it took on that, on top of just being a homeschool full-time mom, and everyone can agree that knows better, it really, really sucks the first three and a half, sometimes more, like to the point where I personally had to be taken to the ER for some fluids because I could not keep anything down for days. And I was very insistent that I could, and I just want to say props to me because I really thought I could and I really tried, but in the end, it didn't work. So I got better and eventually got to the second trimester. Things started changing. So I kind of looked a little more for a midwife. Eventually got to the point where I had to stop. It was too much. There was all too much. And I don't know I don't even like talking about it because it's such a negative thing to put out there. Point is, I didn't find anything, and I was just at a wall because I knew if I went in to get typical, normal prenatal care that they would force me to have a cesarean. So I just kind of put my hands up at that moment and declared, I know that God is in the center of our lives. He has everything set to my benefit, and whatever that is, I will be faithful and at peace, whatever it is that has to happen. I was looking like another cesarean, so I had it was a lot for me emotionally. So I went in, got some care, everything was good. I did not get to the point of feeling at peace with this decision. Nothing in me felt right, or that this was the way I should really go. And I was just becoming more and more conflicted because I did not know what to do, because I felt like I had completely worn all my options. I had reached out to every possible person, every birthing center. It just wasn't working, and I didn't want to push. I'm very firm in believing that when you are like really going out of your way, like hurting yourself to get something to happen, or making other people get something, or having to push others to get this to happen, like, stop. Like, stop. So at some point, I just kind of broke, honestly, and I told Pierre that I'm not feeling this. I don't know what to do about this. And he started getting me to think about an unassisted home birth. Love his heart. Love that he believes in my spirit that much. And, I began to pray on that. But I still felt as though I needed that sign that God was giving me the okay, and it wasn't just my will, to have someone there with me. That was my sign. Like, bring someone in my path, in my way, and done. Like, we'll do this. And I was still trying to have peace over the whole, obviously, people that I was going to for care told me that they would have to plan. I heard it. I would have to plan for a cesarean if I continued my care with them. So anyway, it is what it is. Sucks. But my mom kind of, even in her reservation, and this was a big deal for her, and I felt like, because she'd mentioned it to me a couple times, but go in a minute, I'm doing my thing. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. My mom had lots of reservations and her own very obvious, strong feelings toward this, and she still kind of gave me encouragement to reach out to a family friend who had multiple cesareans, or not cesareans, home births. And so at that point I was kind of like, okay, well, if my mom is still kind of like helping in her way to encourage me, I'll take that. So I reached out, because again, like, I don't want to hear from anyone else at this point, like, no, or you're out of luck. Like, I know I'm out of luck. So I reached out, and she gave me exactly what I needed as that push to just reach out a little further than I was. Who knows? Someone might. So I actually went and searched again, and in the very beginning of my search, I came across this midwife that I just really loved the sound of her bio, her everything. I felt like connected, and then I saw that she only travels within an hour of where she is. I'm like an hour and 40 minutes, so I said nah. But I called and I left a voicemail, and she called me back, and the rest is history. We just clicked. She said she'd make it work, and actually come to find out, she's actually in the area that we were thinking of moving to or near. So that was a sign, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna take it as that. That was exciting. So I just immediately was all gung-ho, and she's like, talk to your partner, and I was like, I'm gonna talk to him, but he's gonna be all about this. So like, let's get together. So we got a date to get together. Obviously, Pierre was excited, and we met her. He loved her. Her apprentice was wonderful, and so that was it. And now we have, like I said, 13 weeks before baby comes. I am about to, on the 14th, which is this coming Monday, my TEFL courses, and I have 11 weeks of that, and then I have my 20 hours of practicum. Am I saying it differently? Practicum teaching. And then I get my certification, and I can start teaching online, and when we decide to like go travel and immerse ourselves into culture, I'll be able to actually work in a ridiculous amount of countries within the school, like not just online. So that is very exciting. Flip this. I've done this video so many times, so I'm doing pretty well, I think. Anyway, fun fact. Who knows where birthing on your back came from? I will tell you this, and I feel like I've heard it before as a younger person, but then I was at my chiropractor's the other week, and we were talking about this because I kind of just share a lot, with people, especially ones that I go to weekly, like basically our friends. And we were talking about natural birth, cesarean, and he told me that birthing on your back actually came from this king that had control issues and demanded basically to see this child first, the very first one, to lay his eyes on the child. So they had her on her back. Boom. The rest is history. That's the way we've been doing it. And it makes sense. Like, I get it, kind of, but I also don't, because for me, I've always felt as though we should be the ones in control of the situation. And if birthing on our back tears or hurts or is not our initial natural way of how we feel this baby needs to come out of our own bodies, then the doctors need to find some kind of way, or the nurses need to find some kind of way to get around us to accommodate us, not us accommodating these doctors. Anyway, I could just go into that, but I won't, because I'm so excited, because I don't have to go to the hospital and do this time. I get to do it my way, and it is going to be beautiful and exciting and scary, but like, anyway, I'm enthralled, and I can't wait to be able to share this journey with all of you guys every week, just touching base and sharing. And hopefully anyone out there that feels or has felt the same way I do, know that there are people out there, so be encouraged, be empowered, and live your best life. Regardless what anyone has to tell you, have faith in yourself, have faith in your body, and know your limits, and don't let anyone create those limits for you. Don't let them do that. So if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will be here next week. Bye.